everyone, so today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, and that is taking a look at this Thrustmaster eSwap XR Pro controller. So it's a bit of a hardware review. I'm going to do an unboxing, but also take a look at it and see if it is a viable piece of equipment that you can use if you're running out of space and you can't have a full sim rig. This actually retails for about £170. It is the Pro controller and it's got some really cool features. Also, I'm going to be racing it against my Fanatec wheel and just to see how easy is that little steering wheel to control, because it has got some cool tech features on it. But I'm also going to be showcasing some AC mods, and this is the first one. And of course we can all see it's a Porsche. It's the 911 GT2-R. This is by F302 and this car is from 1995. So this is a pretty special car. There was only 57 of these built. This is so this could be homologated and put onto the track. 430 brake horsepower, 187 miles an hour and 0 to 60 in 3.9 seconds. The mod is done fantastically well. It's a free mod. The link is in the description, so do grab it. Now I've picked this car on purpose because it's a real beast to drive. It's got an awesome power curve on it that can really catch you out, and that means it's going to be a great test for trying the new joystick controller out, and also for the Fanatec wheel. Now I don't profess to be the best driver in the world, especially on sim racing, but what I will be able to do is give you some feedback on build quality, ease of use, and also how accurate that new steering wheel feature is. Now we are at Cadwell. I'm going to use this as my track. This is my local track. It's very technical, twisty, and is going to give us a big challenge for this test, and again the link will be in the description. Just before we jump into the unboxing, do check out the rest of the channel too, and our partner simrace247.com. Okay, so here it is then. This is the Thrustmaster Forza 5 Special eSwap XR Pro controller, and this is the full unboxing here. So let's have a look at what it says on the front. It's got a racing wheel included, so that is actually a wheel that you can take in and out, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's got a 5 million plus optimized durability set of buttons on it, and next gen mini sticks, so they're S5 next gen. On the side here we've got Thrustmaster software is available for Windows 10, and of course this works on Xbox. And just on the back here you can also see that we've got all the different options here about the new racing module. So this is to give maximum immersion racing wheel module with recentering system. It's also got 95-degree rotation angle, non-slip coating, and adjustable sensitivity. And this is of course the one that I'm showing today is the limited edition Forza Horizon 5 version. Now that we've had a look around the box, let's take a look inside. So it is sealed, so I'm just going to use this pair of scissors. Obviously if you are using anything sharp, do be very careful how you do this. So let's take these two laminate stickers off here, and then we'll open it up. So the packaging is really high quality. I would say that as soon as I picked it up, with the weight of it and the way it was constructed, I thought the packaging was fantastic. So one of the first things you do get is a 1-month Xbox Game Pass. You get some instructions. There's a box at the bottom there with some pieces in. You can see the wheel in the middle, and also we've got a piece of foam that is holding the main joystick there. So just holding this, it is very, very well built. As I said, this is £170 retail, so you would expect that. On the back it's got 4 buttons at the bottom. It's also got some trigger locators there as well with those 2 sliders. It's got some very nice triggers on it. They're fully variable triggers, and then you've obviously got your top buttons as well. It's really interesting how they've recessed the USB connector in there as well, so it actually clicks in, and I'll show you that later on. And then there are buttons on the front here as well, so you've got volume buttons, a mic button, and some player buttons. You've even got a map button there, so they're all configurable in the games. And of course if you're using this on Xbox or with one of the fully compatible games with this, it will probably automatically set those up. Let's start to take a closer look at why this gamepad is so different then. So you can see here you've got your normal joysticks and your D-pad, but if you pull these from the top you'll see they just pop out. So these are really clever designed. They're on a magnet, and then they've got the 2 connectors either side, and they literally drop into place and you feel it pull and it snaps there, so it's ready to go. That's some very clever engineering, and it's so simple to move these around. Now what that also does mean, if I can get my fingernails around this one, is that you can put them into different places, so they're all configurable, and that is the real beauty of this, depending on what game you are playing, you may want to pull some of these out. You may want 2 joysticks on, you may want to put the steering wheel on one of the joysticks, or take the D-pad out altogether. It just depends on what you're wanting to do. So let's take the D-pad out and move these joysticks around so you can see they're fully configurable. Obviously if it's Xbox it will pick it up automatically. If it's Windows, there's a nice piece of software that you can install for this that sets all that up. So this little steering wheel here is self-centering, so if I just drop that in there, you can see I can move it and it self-centers. So it is like a standard joystick, but it is also different because of the linear way that it works, and I'm going to show you how that works later on. So here's the gamepad configured without the D-pad altogether, and I would actually use this like this for some racing games, probably not for Assetto Corsa. I'm going to have it set up slightly different to this for Assetto Corsa, but again it gives you all those different options. It depends how you want to play the game. Also at the bottom here we've got a mysterious black box. Let's open that up and see what's in there. And what we've got in there, we've got the cable, the connector cable. It looks like we've also got a Thrustmaster bag as well. The cable looks pretty good quality and quite long. There's also a screwdriver in there. This is the Thrustmaster bag. If you want to put your joypad in there to keep it safe, dust free, etc. The screwdriver, I'm not sure what that's for, but it's obviously for adjusting some things on the gamepad. It's nice to have that if that's required. And the cable itself, you can see on the end here how it actually snaps inside the joypad, and then obviously it's got the standard connector on the other side. So that's the unboxing, but one of the key things that we're looking at here, remember, from a racing point of view, is this little steering wheel. So this steering wheel is completely linear, whereas a joystick does move up and down because it can go in multiple directions. So I'm going to be very interested to see how that works in practice, but to begin with we're going to be on the Fanatec wheel around Cadwell in this awesome Porsche 911 GT2. It's a bit of a monster. Let's see what kind of lap time we can get. So that's a pretty messy 136. So we're going to jump onto the gamepad now, and I'm just going to see if I can get anywhere close to that. Remember, I've only been using this for a couple of days and it is a very different way of driving. I'm still trying to get to grips with the sensitivity of it. Let's take a look at a lap with this gamepad. So that was a very, very messy 149, but as an example of how this works, I think it's really good. I think with practice and turning the sensitivity down and changing some of the settings, you could actually get quite quick with this. So it is an option for people if you are looking for something that's an all-in-one solution. And the software you download with the gamepad allows you to change all sorts of different things, and I know you can change it in Content Manager too. The build quality on this is really, really good, and all those customizable features where you can move things around make this a bit of a game changer, I think, for using it on racing games as well as all the standard things that you may use it on your console or PC. I don't think it's for everybody, but I do think if you are struggling for space or you're using your gamepad for lots of different things, this is definitely something that you should consider. So I hope that's been useful if you are looking to buy one of these. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.